Hey guys, did you know that today is National Women's Day? I didn't know it either until I woke up this morning to a couple of posts on Facebook, but I happened to look it up this afternoon. I was looking to see what exactly it was, and it talked about how there were women all over the world that were actually protesting today for equal rights and that sort of thing. And I got to thinking, and I thought, I think so many times we have women out here who are hurting. They feel so unloved. They feel so insignificant. Maybe they've been treated poorly. It does happen in workplaces or even in their own homes, and it's a sad situation. But that's man's sinful heart that causes that. But I wanted to talk about how we are seen, or how we are looked upon by God. What does God say about women? And if you would look in the Bible, you would see that there are many, many examples of women that God used. And one of my very favorites is Deborah. If you look in the book of Judges, chapter 4, you'll see the story of Deborah. Deborah was a mighty woman. She was a wife. She was a prophetess. She was a judge. And she actually led people, and she led an army and brought her people into victory over one of their enemies. And it's just a very interesting story how even the men were subject to her. She was a very important person that God used. But there's many occasions of when God used women in the Bible. Another one in the New Testament is after Jesus' crucifixion and then subsequent resurrection. It was Mary Magdalene that he showed himself to, that he appeared to in the garden after he had arisen. It was her. He didn't go to a disciple, a male disciple. He went to a woman, and he had her then go back and tell the disciples that Jesus was indeed risen. I think about the time when Jesus was anointed by Mary, or the time that Mary and Martha had invited Jesus into their home, and he was teaching the people, and Mary was sitting at his feet, and Jesus said that she had chosen the right thing to sit and be there, soaking in his teaching. So what is it about women? What is it about us that we should feel blessed, or feel like God loves us? Well, first of all, we know that he died for us. John 3:16, God died for all. For God so loved the world, the whole world, that he gave his only son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life. So he died not only for the men, he died for the women as well. He died for us. He did that in our stead. In Proverbs 31, it's a whole chapter about godly women, a godly woman. And at the very end, and starting in verse 29, it says, "Many women do noble things, but you surpass them all. Charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised." Ladies, you don't have to go out there and draw attention to yourself by ranting and raving and demanding your rights. God sees you as precious in his sight, and he says, if you will follow me, if you will fear me, fear meaning respect, deep respect, and turning your life over to him and seeking his wisdom and his faith, if you will fear me, then you will be praised. We have a lot of women out there who are trying to raise their own praise. We have a lot of women out there who are trying to demand rights and demand respect. But yet God says, it starts with me. It starts in the heart. We have to turn our hearts towards the Lord, and then God is the one that raises us up. So that's the message that I want to give you today on this National Women's Day. Know that you are loved. Know that you are special, and God created you especially just the way you are, and you don't have to prove a thing because he knows his plans he has for you. All right, have a good day.